Yes, welcome back to our next tutorial. Yes, in this tutorial, I'm going to talk about all the different features that I showed you in the previous tutorial, about the different quizzes, how they work, and how you need to use them, and when you can use them. Yes, so I'm going to first show you the first one. I'm going to run this particular quiz. Yes, so to run it, I just need to click play. So when I click play, the first thing the system does is it downloads all the questions that are, all the images that are associated with this particular questionnaire. So usually I advise you not to move away from this step. It's very, very important. Once the countdown is done, the system automatically will go to the first question. Yes, so for example, this is our first question. At the top here we have our timer, so all participants are advised to always submit their answers before the timer runs down, because once it hits 0, yes, you cannot be able to submit an answer at this point, and yes, if you try, you'll be told you're too late. If you keep clicking at this point, yes, you could submit an answer for the next question accidentally. So we advise users to always click before the clock hits 0. Simple as that. Then we have this little clock here in the far corner. When you want to make this screen full, you just click this once. Again, if you want to collapse it again, you just click this little clock once. Then we have this pause button. What it does is if I click it, for example, right now, it will not pause the clock, but what it does is it avoids the system to go to the next question. For example, if maybe a new user has come and you need to add them to the session, yes, you can simply pause. I advise you to do this before again the clock hits 0. If you notice, it will show us the answer, but it will not go to the next question. If I want to, for example, resume, I unclick this button, click away into space, then I can hit enter, and the system will automatically go to the next question. That's basically how we run all the quizzes. Yes, so for example, if you notice, this is in auto run. I talked about this in the previous tutorial. So in auto run, basically it shows you the answer and then automatically moves to the next question. It's as simple as that, without the admin's interaction. Without auto run, once the clock has run down, it will show the answer, but then the admin has to hit either enter or the right direction button to go to the next question. Yes, so I'm going to go back to this and change this quiz to, yes, I'm going to remove auto run from its settings. So I'll go back here. If I go into settings here, I'll change this from auto run and tick this. Yes, update settings. Yes, so if you notice, it will even add a little clock icon here, basically telling you that auto run has been removed and you have to. So if I click this, it will resume from where I stopped. It will not start from the previous question. So if I click this, if you notice, this is where we were. The pause icon has been removed because it's not necessary, because there's no pausing here. So I'll just wait for the clock to run down. It will show us the correct answer. And then at this point, if I want to continue, I'll press enter. We usually use this mode when we are doing, for example, music quizzes, where, for example, you're asking different users about maybe a song, and once the answer is done, the DJ has played the song, and you don't want to rush into the next question. Again, you will decide for yourself how you want to do this. So for example, at this point, if I want to go to the next question, I simply hit enter. Again, the clock will run down, it will show the answer, but it will not go to the next question. Yes, so that's how different modes work between auto run and no auto run. Okay, let me show you, for example, if I refresh this display, you'll be able to see Ren. It will show 1 minute ago, because basically it records what time or when a particular quiz was run. So if it was 1 week ago, it will show you 1 week ago. Also the status, it's showing that this is our active quiz at the moment, because that's what we've played the most recently. And then if I click into this list again, if I check on here, I'll be able to say that this is our currently active question. So it will highlight it with this blue color to show that this is the active question at this point. Again, at this point, you can be able to change the active question, for example, to maybe number 3. And if I make this the active question, if I go back to run, it will start from that question that I made the active one. Yes, simple as that. So for example, if maybe I completely want to reset it and remove all the different marks for this particular quiz, again, I can just click reset. It will take the quiz back to the beginning, to the very beginning, and also remove all the marks that are associated with this particular quiz. So if you notice, it also shows that it has not been run. If I go back in here, there's no active question because it's going to start from the beginning. And if I try to click run, it will start from the very beginning. Yes, again, I'll put the auto run back in because at this stage, once again the clock runs down, it will not move by itself. So I'll just put that back. I'll go back to settings here. I tick that. Yes, simple as that. Okay, yes, so down here at the bottom, if you notice, every time you have an active quiz, the system provides us with this tablet, with this tab area. So for example, this is biology participants results. So at this tab, I can be able to see for the active quiz the results. So if there were any users among these ones in the session who had participated in that quiz, we'll be able to see their different results here. This is for overall results. For example, if you've played 5 quizzes, you'll be able to see the overall points for all these users, but this is for a particular quiz. And then we have some little 2 tabs here. We have results, which shows you the results for that quiz. Then past sessions, it shows you which other sessions this particular quiz of biology has been played. So you can see it was played in the live session. It was also played in Shisanyama session 26th. So this helps you to prevent situations where, for example, you're at a location and you've forgotten if you've played a particular quiz there before. You can be able to see that from here. Then it can also show you past players. Basically, it shows you the users within this current session who have played this particular quiz. So again, if you're at a location and you want to know if anyone who has signed up has played that quiz, again, you can be able to utilize this tab. Yes, so that's what these 3 different tabs do. Okay, we shall pause here and come back for, yes, we're going to try and play some games in our next session. I'll be able to show you how the clock best points work as well. Yes, how to remove a session, how the points work as well. Yes, thank you.